Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be coaching my ADC student on Tristana. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Lollo. I'm playing Tristana this game. I'm currently Emerald and would like to get back to Master.
Huge. All right, so let's get into the game. So, number one, you actually have a really good bot lane 2v2 because Tristana Yumi, basically Tristana is the engage for your 2v2s. Every time you get to jump onto the server and she either spell shields you or any of the Yumi abilities, you're gonna shit on her head. Now they do have exhaust, they do have a zillion. So whenever I look at this and then like Lulu, for example, or like Janna, those champions are gonna cuck you if you W forward. So
Yes.
this to me says like there's going to be one extra round in your fight. Okay, so what that means is usually if you either want to look for a trade, you can't straight up W in unless you can get out, unless you know the really low HP. That's a very specific scenario. But if you're at full HP and you W into them and they exhaust you, they will be winning that trade if you can't get out in time, because you'll W into them. If there's a wave, you're going to tank the wave and you're going to tank them at the same time. Obviously you have a Yumi with double combat sums, but Zillion also has, you know, double bomb. So that's a stun. And then this is an extra like damage reduction on you. Usually I see Tristana's go cleanse, because almost every game that you play, there will be something for you to cleanse. And if there isn't, perfect, because if you're Wing forward and there's nothing for you to cleanse, guess what happens?
They die.
Yeah, exactly. So
Boom, boom, boom.
yeah, most of the I played with a lot of Tristana boosters in my like ranked climb over the years. Like they almost always go exclusively cleanse, and they also sometimes go Halo Blades, but that's like cheese. You don't want to get into that. Because then you're just like playing
I
a
used
kill.
to play it years ago when it was somewhat possible. When Halo Blades was still a good movie.
Yeah.
I was using it on Kai'Sa as well.
Yeah, that's perfect. With those champions specifically back in the day, I think especially like those quote unquote cheese kills were a lot more common. But now, since the durability patch, this was like 2 years ago, 3, I don't fucking remember. It was a while ago.
2022, the first one, I think.
Yeah, that kind of shit on most like one shot, you know, runes, assassins and whatnot. So that's why you usually don't see them as of
The
now.
80 carries had exactly 1 week of fun before
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
hotfix nerfed.
Yeah, so unfortunately that did happen, but now ADCs and supports have more HP than before, so you can't get absolutely one shot. Anyways, so your combo will be like EQ and then make the Sivir blow her spell shield or blow an exhaust, and then on the next round you can just go in. Now in terms of junglers, what type of jungler do you think you have? Farming jungler or ganking jungler?
Mega farming jungler on Shyvana.
Yep.
Against Diana, who's also very fast, full clear.
Yeah.
I was already expecting to either be weak-sided, because I think the Shyvana here should play for top lane instead of bot lane. And then if I'm not being weak-sided and I'm being strong-sided, then it's definitely going to be a 3v3, because Diana really either goes to play the 2v2 on top lane or 3v3 on bot lane, and they still should win.
So let me think about this one, because I haven't played with Shyvana. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know what the fuck that champ does. I do know what she does, but I don't know how much damage she does. I'm assuming it's like,
apparently if you look at this game, 0. It's fine.
okay, well, besides that, I'm thinking more like hypotheticals. Because don't get me wrong, you're right, that their bot lane should be able to like fight you, but that's only if they get priority. So if they get push on you, which they should, don't get me wrong, then their Diana should come bot and fight 3v3. But if they don't have a wave advantage, straight up fighting, you win. Because you're playing Tristana with a Yuumi, like you have higher DPS than Sivir Zillion over the course of time. And then I think Shyvana versus Diana might be winning. I don't know. I really don't. Okay, let's just say this 1v1 is not too hard winning. Either side could win. So 50-50. And then your side is like 55-45 versus them. So getting priority in this matchup, if you can do it, I'm going to try to find it. You should do it. Okay?
Yeah.
And then level 1, there shouldn't be anything that happens. Okay, really good. I was about to say... Oh my god, wait, you're actually blessed this game. Usually I never see two of these things, which is number one, you got control of the bushes. And then
the Raptor Ward.
And the Raptor Ward. Wow, you are
Emerald Elo.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I literally watched
the unexpected.
Yeah, no, actually I watch fucking master VODs all day and I just never see this shit. So I'm glad for you. So couple of things. If you see, actually, let me not do any hypotheticals.
Sorry, one question.
Yeah.
I think here, if we switch the Yuumi and Zillion to Nautilus Leona, I would feel like for me the best thing to do is get to sit on the middle bush for a few seconds, start the recall, ward the middle bush, and get a sweeper. Is that still meta?
That's usually the support who should do that. But okay, I mean it depends because I wouldn't do it if I was okay. Let's say you're Tristana Nautilus and they have Leona Sivir. They're supposed to be able to get priority on you, so you can ward the middle bush, but the Sivir should just W the wave and you can't do anything about it. So then your ward's gonna go to waste.
Okay.
So that's like the optimal scenario for Sivir Leona. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. Maybe this fucking Sivir starts Q. I don't know, like But at the same time, I want you to assume that they're gonna play it correctly, like
Okay.
So like
I'll keep the level 1 word.
Yeah. But in this lane, it's a lot more contestable. Like you're playing. Like Zillion's fucking weak as shit, and then Yumi's just gonna give you either shield or she's gonna try to run them down with Q. So you're able to walk up a lot easier. But let me see what this is about. Okay. So they warded your blue. Okay. So right now you are in what I like to call this is just like opposite clear. I don't know what else to call it, but basically,
no, we saw Diana start. She went back. She warded and went back, so she's going red.
Yeah. So now she's pathing to top, but where is your jungler coming to after?
Top to bot.
Yeah. So
super strong. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, in about 1 minute, you have all the free reign to start hard trading, and if you get the Sivir past half HP, free kill. And I want you to look for things like that. So let's see if you end up getting an opportunity. Oh my god, GQ started.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Right now, so.
Oh, and your Yuumi Q started as well. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. She landed them pretty well, apart from these.
Okay, so a couple of things. You're kind of at a disadvantage if they're playing at range, because level 1 Tristana, you're gonna feel like a fucking caster minion. Like you're gonna walk at them and they're just gonna walk back, which is what happens. I know what you're looking for, which is like Yumi's Q into like either E auto or just like auto. But you do have to remember that the Sivir's Q is going to be back up. And so Zillion used Q. It's good to pressure him off. But then the second I see Sivir walking at me like this, hold on. Yeah, the second I see her walking at me like this, I'm getting the fuck out.
Sure.
Because even though your Yuumi might land the Q, it also means that you're also gonna walk into a double Sivir boomerang. So I'm kind of scared for you. Like she missed it. She missed the first part, so it ended up not being too bad. But in this lane, like getting level 3 is the best thing you can do. And until you get that, your fighting ability absolutely dog shit. So unless Zillion does this and you can get an E auto, like I wouldn't really recommend going for those straight. Oh, nice. She's landing her Qs. So I'm basically just looking to like zoom past these first few levels, and it seems like you're doing it pretty well. That's kind of unfortunate. Nice. Okay. 8 CS. It's not bad at all. Okay, so really important thing, their jungler or their support warded. So that means that the ganks should not be as possible. And they're honestly just kind of griefing this lane. Because
yeah, she kept perma pushing.
Yeah.
For no reason.
So okay.
I mean, I'm losing some CS, but I'm maintaining my HP, and whenever I get level 3, they die.
Yeah. So okay. One thing though. Okay. This is actually really important. So once they like hard shove this wave, I want you to be in a different mode than you've been in the rest of the lane. So in the rest of the lane, you've been walking up and trying to like either get a trade or get CS based on how they walk. Once the wave passes here, you're in like CS getting mode. I'm not gonna write the whole thing, but basically, if you don't focus on the CS, this guy already farmed the CS, right? So if you're walking back and forth and then you miss this minion, this Sivir already got the minion. She doesn't give a fuck. But you need to catch up. So it's like for her, any trade that she takes here is good if you miss these minions. Okay?
Yeah.
And I see a lot of, trust me, like even challenger players, they do this shit all the time. They try to go for trades and then they lose CS. But right here, that one auto, obviously it's like min-maxing, but at the same time, I want you to have the best chance at winning. You mean, no. Okay.
I was expecting her to hit the right one once so that I could kill the first one on the left, and then with the splash of the E passive, get the second one.
Okay, so
but I should have just waited for the tower shot and lost 1 instead of 2.
You can do that, but you can also get all the minions by doing this one thing, which is you E auto on this as the tower shot is finishing, and then you'll auto this one more time and you'll get it. Obviously, what you said is correct. Okay, don't get me wrong. But in solo queue, when you don't know your teammates, are you necessarily going to trust them without pinging them to hit these minions?
Yeah, pings. My fault.
Well, okay. It's not okay. So don't get me wrong.
No, it's. I've been actively trying to improve my pings, and of course, the time that I fuck up, it's because of my missing pings.
Well, okay. Wait. I think you're okay. You're kind of taking this on yourself, but when I tell people about pings, by the way, this isn't like you're griefing your lane. It's you're trying to tell somebody else what they're supposed to do. So in essence, you're telling this Yuumi what she's supposed to know how to do, but she doesn't know how to do it. So either you suffer or you tell her what to do. Obviously there's one that's better than the other, but I don't want you to think like, oh my God, I can't ping. Like, what the fuck? What is wrong with me? No. Okay. This is supplementing the fact that your Yumi's not doing the right thing. Okay.
Very understandable.
Yeah. So trust me, pinging is not fun. I don't like it either a lot of the time, even though it is helpful. It just pisses me off that I have to tell people what to do. But at the end of the day, if you want to win, you got to do it. So, okay. So one really important thing that I need to start teaching my students, I forgot to do this previously. Whenever you're in between waves, okay? So right now, after you auto this minion, maybe you're depressed, maybe you're happy, maybe you're, I don't know, you're mad at your Yuumi. I don't care. What matters here, sorry, I do care, but what matters here is that you're getting as much information as possible. So what I want you to do is between waves, when there's like nothing on your screen right now, pan your camera to mid, pan your camera to either top, or look at your jungle cam. I don't care which one it is. I want you to get information, because one of the worst things to do in League of Legends is play on a chessboard blind. Okay.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I
Yeah.
don't hover a lot because I can't reach my F keys.
Yeah, no,
But I do pan with the left click.
I don't use my F keys either. So that's an improvement point of mine as well. Like when I swap from support to ADC, I completely stopped using my F keys, which is really bad. So I also need to get back into it, which is why I'm reminding my students to also do that. Whenever I watch Ruler, Pays, Gala, like the best ADCs in the world, they're honestly looking at the map in between minions. so if they can do that, we can most definitely do this quick little
Baker playing 3 different games.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're like on a different level, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time there's still stuff that we should be able to do. I really like how you're positioning yourself, but there's something really confusing about this lane right now. This Sivir's out of mana.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh nice. Okay. Wow, I didn't even need to tell you anything. What the fuck? Nice.
I was staring at that mana bar, be like,
Yeah.
bitch, really? Walking up to me like this?
No, that's perfect. The only thing I will say is you should use your barrier, not because you're gonna die, by the way. It's because you get tempo on your summoner spell. So basically, if you don't use your barrier and you end up getting tower dove, I'm completely fine with you holding your barrier. But in this game, are you gonna ever get tower dove by Sivir, Diana, and Zillion?
Never. It's almost impossible.
So getting tempo on your summoner spells is extremely important because it allows you to play more aggressive for a certain period of time. So if there's ever even level 1, by the way, if you ever saw like a trade where you can auto but use your barrier, I want you to use it. Okay, because if you get to use it, you get a trade and then you get your barrier up sooner, and then you can rinse and repeat.
Low cooldown, and it doesn't matter if you have a shield when you're 100 HP.
Yeah.
But if you have 300 HP and no shield.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, I always fuck up my barrier. It happens this game as well.
Okay. I'll try to look for that. Maybe there's ways to make it easier for you. Honestly, in League, there's always ways to make it easier for you. Only thing
I think it's because the previous game I played cleanse.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was one of my what do you call it? The differences when not one tricking.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, that also makes it a little bit harder, like the summoner spells. But at the same time, like switching between those two is also really important, because even if you're one tricking a champion, there will be situations where you can still go barrier. Like even on Tristana, I did say like almost every game I see a Tristana go cleanse, but maybe like in the off chance that they literally have no CC and they're not going to go exhaust, then you can go barrier. But
sometimes I'm the one bringing exhaust if there's some big assassin and very immobile.
Yeah, that's really good. Because even though you're playing an ADC, you can still prevent the enemy from just diving on you. Also, if you're playing versus like Nocturne, Kennen, Diana, champions like that, and you don't have an exhaust on your team, go exhaust. Like, or tell your support to go exhaust. Because like in a team fight, if Kennen can get an ulti off on 5 of your teammates and you get to exhaust them, like his game is completely over. So it's the same thing with a lot of other like either top laners, bruisers, pretty much champions that dive in. You can prevent their game, their win condition. Anyways, so right here, you're in, I need to get the fuck out of this lane mode. So I want you to E, Q, and then W right on top of your waves. Use your entire, set of abilities. Because the longer you wait, or like the less abilities you use on this wave, the worse your tempo is going to be. So right now their Sivir is in base and you're clearing this wave. If you don't use your abilities, she's gonna reach here by the time you finish your recall.
Yeah.
But if you use your abilities, it'll be
Either
around.
cancel or get tempo.
Yeah. So right here, recommend with the abilities. It's just like a small thing that can make your game a little bit easier. Okay.
Yeah, I do this a few times this game. I don't know why I usually do it.
It's probably because you're not focused on, or you're not thinking like, I need to get the fuck out of this. So usually there's two modes. There's either for wave pushing, there's either slow pushing, which is like a majority of the lane unless you get kills. And then the other one is hard pushes. This is a hard push. And the reason why is because you're 2v0. So you want to get a wave fast and get the fuck out. Slow pushing is usually when the enemy can contest you. So right now there's nobody on your screen. You can hard push. This is like a general guideline, is always true. Like if their jungler is going to be up your ass in a 5 seconds, like obviously this is not going to be the best, but you just saw the Diana top side.
Yeah.
And then, okay, one more thing. Okay, really good. I was literally about to say that because I thought there was a gank that was about to happen mid because your Shyvana was showing mid. Whenever there's a fight happening on the map, you have to be looking at it, especially if you're doing nothing. So I'm glad you did it without me even saying anything. This is also a habit that the top of the top players tend to have. Okay, not gonna lie, I think you should definitely go call because because even though you're playing Tristana, is there a 100% chance that you're able to kill them in this lane?
I mean, they don't have summoners.
That is true, yes. But do you see a line where like they have to contest you, and if they don't contest you, they're gonna lose the game?
No, because Cillian is always going to be helping with the push. Siri is going to be fast pushing, and at this point, everybody on their team should just chill, and they're going to win just by scaling.
Yeah. So the reason why is because there's two ways to build. Okay, there's either the I'm playing for fucking 3 items type of build, which is kind of like scale. Wow. Oops. This is kind of, yeah. Sorry, I messed it up. So there's either the scale build or I need to kill now. Wow, that's a beautiful K. In this situation, yeah, that's that's definitely not English. But the reason why is because if your gold, or if the gold that you spend is immediately going to net you a win, then it's better for you to go back to scaling. Because in this lane, you have a Yuumi. If you had, let's say, like Leona, or if you had an Alistar, for example, right? Because Alistar can combo the Sivir even if she has Spell Shield, then I'm completely fine with you going this. Okay? Because then you can kill them, right? So I want you to think about that when you're laning. There's also, if you really want to go for items, by the way, I would recommend going the, what's it called? Berserker's boots, because Gunslingers is like, it's good, okay? Don't get me wrong. But I've been seeing a lot more like boots rushes from pro player ADCs if they're in double range matchups. So the extra movement speed will just help you navigate the 2v2, and getting more attack speed early is going to be more important than getting, you know, this useless ass fucking, everybody hates building this item, especially when they're
that's a stupid item. But I was thinking I'm not the type to really rush boots, honestly. Unless I'm playing or Jinx. I'm not, like, it feels bad on Tristana to have so much attack speed and then pew 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 0 damage.
I mean, I completely agree with you. The only difference is like, because okay, in double range matchups, the reason why it's better for you to go pew 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 mode is because if you obviously you have the magical footwear rune, but if you had, let's say, like, I don't know, you could have maybe gone. I know it's fine for you to go magical footwear this game. It's just if you ever went other runes that weren't magical footwear, having the extra movement speed to get an extra auto is better than having like this stat and then not being able to walk up and, you know, kite them. Okay. Because double range matchups, they're more fragile. Basically, if they see you like this, they can throw their abilities right now. And then if you don't kite it and don't dodge it immediately, you're the one that's at a loss. Okay.
Yeah.
So the extra range matters and the extra movement speed matters a lot more, but it's more of like a side point right now. I think your lane is completely fine. Okay, we're in the CS mode. Really good that you got the spell shield. Okay. Okay. So I half agree, half disagree with what you just did because you missed the cannon. So I think, okay, personally, they will back off, but I think that they're also just gonna reset the lane. Okay, never mind. Their Zillion doesn't want to win the game. Okay, so what should happen here is the Zillion waits for you to W onto them and then double bomb. He fucked that up, and then he didn't block the Yumi Q. So Sivir ends up dying no matter what. But in theory, the second I saw this, I was like, oh shit, you just missed cannon for like a chunk, which is good, but they're just gonna reset. And it's good, don't get me wrong, it's good to get like a trade in and then you're gonna get a wave in. But remember, the Sivir already farmed this entire wave. Yeah. So you're putting yourself behind to get this trade. It's fine, but by the time you get the next wave, you're not ahead, you're equal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good, but the most optimal would be to either get the cannon and then maybe your melee and then go, or just like, I don't know, like auto her a few times, but not all in. Because I get the same feeling that you did. Trust me, the second I saw the spell shield get fucking used, I'm like, oh shit, like I want to go in, but your trade pattern isn't strong enough for you to be able to kill here. Okay. Obviously, if you had an Alistar, you can do this, but like that would be a completely different game as well. But it's important to think about the alternatives. It's really good. Only thing is their jungler should be bot side because she did a jungle. Yep. Oh god. Okay, so you also could have died here. That's also my problem with this play. Because the Diana's supposed to be finishing her bot side camps and then coming to bot.
Offside.
Yeah, I'm scared for you.
Yeah, like I was seeing Shyvana finishing up Raptors and going bot side, so I'm thinking Diana is doing the same. She's doing Raptors and going top side.
That's true, but she doesn't.
But if I were the jungler,
yeah,
and I'm going to see this in bot lane, I'm like, maybe I should walk up. No, I wouldn't. I'm a farmer.
Yeah, I mean, if you see your Sivir getting ran down the lane like this, like, okay, to be honest, on farming junglers, you should always be between your abilities. You should be looking at lanes. It's literally like Diana QE. I look at other lanes, and then you come back. You W. I look at other lanes, and then back and forth. That'll give you the information like, oh, Tristana's jumping in. She'll finish Raptors right now, and then walk this way. The second you see her on the scuttle crab and you use your W on the Zillion, you're dead.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit scared for that, but she didn't end up doing it. So you see these fucking buys. This is why I hate this shit. Because now,
I should have gone collector after the first trade kill.
Yeah,
the first trade.
Yeah, you can do that as well. But now that you're locked into this, you gotta go call. You gotta go call. I'm sorry, you're never gonna.
Late?
Yeah, you have to, because even though you like, okay, the cutoff for call, by the way, isn't even like, it's not even like as far as you think. It's actually like 8 minutes. 8 minutes is when you should never buy call. Before that, I'm fine with you buying call. I'm not even joking.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
The first base is definitely good. Don't get me wrong. Like, you base that like 340, something like that. That's optimal. But if you don't get that off, I'm completely fine with you doing it now, because like, getting this item is so fucking like brutal. And the more gold you spend on like things that are not gonna net you gold. So call, obviously, like, it costs more than
It's an outlier.
yeah, even though it costs more than the longsword, in the long run you will be able to get back the entirety of this call and more. Yeah, exactly. So that's why call, okay, the game is so slow these days that you're able to go call almost every game. Okay, so
Should I just pick it every time?
like, you actually can't. I'm not even joking. Unless, okay,
Samira Nautilus bot lane, I pick it.
I mean, okay, well, maybe not. Like, okay, if it's like a hard kill lane, I'm completely fine with you not doing it. But if it's like anything that's not hard engaged, like if it's not Leona, Nautilus, fucking Pike, Blitzcrank, those things, like, you can go call every. I'm not even joking. But exception, if you get 1,300 gold for a base, don't go call. Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
BF sword.
That's the only situation where I'm like, call, maybe not.
Then if I'm playing Tristana, if I even have 1,000,
Yeah.
fuck a call. I'm just gonna get serrated. There.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So, let me go back to base, because this is really important. Okay. So, do they have a ward in bot river?
No.
Okay. Your jungler's in bot river, right? And she's starting up the Drake. Can she do this Drake?
She just finished the full clear.
Mm-hmm.
So that means Diana is topside.
Mm-hmm.
She can. It's Shyvana.
So
Unless Yasuo rotates, but at that point Mel is gonna rotate and we are gonna have an even fight.
well, okay, so let me paint it like this. So both Yasuo and Sivir have pushed their lanes in, right?
Yes.
So I'm fine with you thinking like, okay, if the Yasuo and the Sivir rotate, okay, maybe this might be hard, but until you see them both on your screen, you know, moving, I'm fine with you thinking like, okay, this Shyvana can do the Drake. The only problem is, if this Sivir walks this way, right, and she clears your ward, and the Yasuo walks this way, and your Shyvana is hitting the Drake, she's fucked.
I mean, at that point, it's kind of a skill issue. Like, you have a ward in a pixel bush, and you can clearly see people coming at you. You're just going to have to go through Yasuo. He can only dash once, and Mel is right there. So, yes, it's hard for Shyvana to peel off Yasuo, but the moment, like, if I'm Shyvana here, I'm like, yes, this dragon is risky.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment I see anybody rush towards me, I'm running towards that north way, because I can't go through the tri-bush. Even if it's just the Yasuo rotating, they're just going to collapse me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to go through the Yasuo. Problem is, Shyvana is weak. She doesn't even have PTA, so she can't fight Yasuo. Mel is useless against Yasuo. Yasuo, I think, already got boots at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's tricky. If she has flash, which I don't see on tab, if she has flash, she's fine.
Well, okay, so don't get me wrong, I don't think this Shyvana is ever dying, okay? The only reason why I brought this up is because, number one, you don't have prio in either of the lanes that she's doing Drake towards, okay? So
Yeah.
Drake is implying that there's mid and bot in the play, and then Grubs, Rift Herald, top and mid. The reason why I brought that up is because she should never be able to finish this Drake, okay? So you know this as you're walking back to lane, you're looking at somewhere else, right? This is great. The next step is the person that's implicating your lane in a play, I want you to think about, is this a good play or is there a better play? So what do you think right now? Do you think
No,
there's
it's a bad play, but I think it's the only play. Like the best thing, the second best thing that she could do is either hover mid, but we don't know where Yasuo is. He might just be sitting in the bush, waiting for Mel to walk up, and I know that's inconsistent. Or she could be sitting in the pixel bush with that juicy control ward and wait for us to engage, walk up, get
Yes.
and then get Drake.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking for. So, okay. So, whenever you're implicating, or whenever you're trying to make your jungler gank your lane, or you're trying to involve somebody else in your how you want to play the map, I want you to think, is there any actual advantage that I have here? So right now, what advantage do you have by putting this pink ward here?
Well, the inherent advantage of a pink ward. So there's no wards. Shyvana is unseen. If they walk up to them, she bursts them, and we continue fighting.
Yeah, so they don't have the vision. They don't have vision, and they're walking up with no sums. What does that say to you?
Yeah. Dead.
Yeah. So there you go.
Skill issue.
Yes, what you said about the Shyvana trying to escape through Yasuo is skill issue. They're making a skill issue, I don't know, situation right now. Okay, this is your lane. I want you to think about this, because the way your Shyvana is using your bot lane and your mid lane is incorrect. I don't like this. In some situations where their mid lane or their bot lane were stronger and they move in, not only you might feel like you have to move and you'll lose a wave, there's also a chance that your Mel does the same thing and then she also loses a wave for 0, right? And mind you, Sivir already pushed her wave, right?
Yes.
So in this situation where both lanes already pushed their wave, should you want to move?
To move, no.
Yeah,
but I will.
Okay, but don't do that. Do not do that. You can't fall victim to other people's plays. You can't. Because
no, it's more like I'm thinking Shyvana dies and we lose Drake. But what if? You know? That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I get minions, sure, and I'm gonna scale better than Sivir. But what if?
There's no
at this point I'm thinking like this. I'm at this point in my ranked decline, I'm thinking I should make the game about myself as soon as possible, try to impact it as much as possible so that the others don't flip it for me. And then I'm victim of ADC role being useless.
Okay, so but how is that? Okay, so if you're letting the Shyvana do her play, how is that letting you play your game and not letting them in?
Yeah, no, it's like what I'm saying is completely bullshit. I should always take the wave first and then maybe rotate.
Okay,
as the play's already over.
Okay, so the reason why I'm on your ass for this, okay, is because in some games, your Shyvana will not pay attention to whether or not there's a pink ward here. She will not pay attention that like, I don't know, mid lane is moving down and she'll pull this Drake, right? If the Sivir walks up, okay, and then your Shyvana comes to gank and the enemy jungler, by the grace of God, shows up and they triple kill you guys, who ends up being fucked over?
Me.
Exactly. So if that's a situation that can happen, I want you to be able to prevent it. This is not even like a mechanical thing, by the way. League of Legends, not a mechanical thing.
Yeah, all right, it's all mental.
Yes. If you're thinking at all times like, what is the possible next play? That's what's going to make you a better player. Not being able to click around and, you know, bounce up and down on your, you know, your jungler's cock. Like, that's not what matters. What matters is, what's the next play right now?
That was the sentence. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I had to think about it for a second.
Sorry.
Go on.
So your goal here is, what is my next play? Okay, so right now you're walking back to lane. What the optimal play for you is, with all the available resources on the map, is for you to call your Shyvana to assist me to this bush. And the second you're able to flash W or just W on the Sivir, they are both dead. Okay. So this is a huge opportunity for you to swing the game in your favor. I want you to think about it.
Okay.
So unfortunately you did get mind controlled a bit. No, yeah, this is good.
I know. I was thinking I've already lost the wave, so
Yeah. No, that's good.
I might just try to use that beautiful control word.
That's, I mean, you ended up using, I don't know why the Zillion's 1 HP. But you ended up using your vision advantage without implicating your jungle, which is good. Okay, so he couldn't double bomb because he queued the wave.
Yes, he's very smart. Big brain support Zillion players.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm like, you're not walking up with more than 300 HP. I was thinking I can take a one shot. I got Yumi, I got barrier. I can take 1 or 2 shots.
You can, but I don't think it's like that great. Like these few autos, 'cause she's gonna base, right? You're gonna stay in lane.
Yeah.
So would not recommend doing this unless you really want a barrier, which is also fine. But the Diana's coming bot side now,
Yeah, and we can't do anything because Mel is dead.
and because your Shyvana tried to pull Drake like a dumbass, unfortunately.
Big brain.
Yeah. Okay, so
Now I'm hating Yumi. I was about to spam ping.
I saw that, but your wave would push out anyways because you're playing Tristana, so I can't really blame you.
True, but damn, would have
Yeah.
been 1 wave for free that Sivert doesn't get.
Potentially, yeah. Okay, what?
I know Diana's there,
Yeah.
but I also know Sivert is not there.
Where the fuck? Okay. Okay, the second this happens, just space into the Zillion. Because right now, the further you play, like the Zillion doesn't need to walk towards his base, you know?
Yeah, he just
And
execute.
Yeah, okay, here you should, once you committed to this line of play, you should flash auto him. But once this happens,
Flash?
I mean, you have to, because if you don't, then okay, well, the Zillion should just walk this way, by the way, and he can execute. But he's stupid, so that didn't happen. But the reason why you kind of have to flash is because you're committing to this play completely. This has been like 10 seconds of you chasing the Zillion. You need to get back to your wave. I don't give a fuck about what's going on the rest of the map. I don't care if this Mel wants this kill. I want this kill. You know, this is the mentality you should be having. Like, how do I get myself ahead, not this person? Also, I don't see a situation where you necessarily need to have your flash in this 2v2 because they're so weak, you know? It's good to hold it, don't get me wrong. It's good. You can flash a double bomb.
I'm always thinking if Zillion turns on his brain and turns off Netflix, he's going to wait for me to jump and then double bomb me with the slow. So I'm going to have to flash the second bomb. But, you know, I'm trying to play as conservative as possible, knowing that this Yumi is somewhat decent. And you know, I'm expecting Diana and Yasuo to constantly jump on me, which they will.
They will, but I don't see a fight that's gonna happen soon, at least in the next 4 to 5 minutes, that is necessarily gonna require you to have your flash. So I think it's fine. Don't get me wrong, like to hold your flash, but you do have to recognize if you're not gonna get the Zillion kill, you got to get back to your wave. And if you genuinely think that you're in threat of Diana Yasuo like engage, I want you to think to yourself, like, what fight could there possibly be where I have to deal with Diana Yasuo immediately? So what do you think is the yeah, exactly. So if there's a Drake play and you absolutely have to do the Drake play, right? And they're both going to be there, Diana and Yasuo will be there, I'm fine with you holding your flash. But in this game, clears are mismatched, right? So this Diana or Shyvana is going to be going bot side. This Diana is going to be going top side, right? So your next Drake timer does not implicate this jungler.
Okay.
So this is like, I'm thinking this is all like theory, but it's not theory. It's like how do I say this? It's like once you're set into a certain jungle clear, it's very easy for me to think how I want the game to be played. Because if their jungler, by the way, if their jungler does these 2 camps, right, and decides to not go topside, your Shyvana is up 2 camps. You don't need to clear this Drake. She's literally griefing the game by not going to her topside camps. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if she doesn't go topside, Shyvana just resets and then full clears, and she's up 2 camps without doing anything. So
Again, it's Shyvana. She scales.
yeah.
We lose a Drake, but it's useless at this point.
Yep. Nice. This kind of fucking sucks. Because every other time you've done this, the Zillion kind of griefed. And he messed up his double bomb, but this time he kind of landed it, so you get to flash. And the Sivir spell shielded your E.
Yeah, I was thinking the Q would proc it, the Yumi Q or my W, but she was.
Wait, she spell shielded both,
guess.
I think. Oh no, she didn't. She just spell shielded your E.
Like I'm thinking if Yumi lands the Q, then surely Sivir is going to be using the spell shield as soon as possible, and that's gonna be deleted by my W.
Let me think.
And so she is slowed because of Yumi Q, and has my E onto her.
Let me see. Because I agree with what you just said. It's just it didn't. Oh, it's okay. Because
My W missed. That's
yeah.
I was just a few units short.
Yeah, I think honest. No, that's hard. I was gonna say you should flash W, but that's no. You're just gonna waste your flash. I mean, the only problem. Yeah, the only problem here is like you're doing this play, and their Diana should go topside. Don't get me wrong, but your Shyvana is committing to going to grubs here. So you're not getting a camp lead. You're getting grubs. They're getting Drake.
Trolling. Like, she was on wolves.
Yeah.
And she decides, no, it's time for grubs.
Yeah.
With my top laner being 0.3 at this point, and my AC 2-0.
So here you're kind of getting griefed. This is this is unfortunate, but you have to base. You're gonna get dove. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Xana doesn't give a fuck. Alright, I guess you can get your wave. Okay, the Xana should just stand in the tri-bush and wait for you to walk up. And then cancel your gameplay the entire... Wait. What?
I guess we're rotating from grubs to Drake. Emeraldillo.
What?
Cue the Benny Hills theme?
What the... Excuse me? What? Okay.
Big brain play from Mel. She saw that bot lane was unable to move. She skips her own wave and collapses on the Diana.
Yeah, I mean, this is good because you have push. Yeah, exactly what you said. And they also decides
I was sarcastic about Mel.
Oh, wait. Ooh, nice. Okay.
I wasn't gonna die anyway, but I just ulted.
No, that was good. That was really good ult.
To get some space between him and the Q. Maybe I can get one more second charge. And if he ults, I'm gonna barrier. Yumi can have more time to heal me.
I think that's good. Okay, so wow, that's a fucking crazy sequence. What the fuck? Okay. There's a couple of things. So right now, Diana committed herself to Drake, died. So what is she gonna do now?
committing to Drake.
She's gonna commit to Drake again.
It's Emerald Elo. I can't predict it. She should just fucking full clear because she's skipping her whole top side.
Yes.
And at this point, with the time that she wasted on doing Drake, she can do top to bot and strong side Sivir and Zillion. But I just know that she's going to try to either go Grubs or Drake.
Okay.
Or some mixture of two camp to ganking top lane because, Fiora is already tilted.
Okay. So... two things. So you mentioned the objectives. Okay. So if Diana goes to Grubs, what should you get? Wow, that was hard to say.
Drake,
yes.
3 kills minimum, a dive, a tower.
Yeah. So
I'm strong. I have BF sword. Shyvana has ult. When we get Drake, Shyvana gets stronger. We can invade the bot side. I'm not gonna invade with Shyvana and Yumi, but
yeah, that's fair. So important thing is you want to have the information on what play is being made because the Diana can do whatever the fuck she wants. So how can you do that? How can you get information?
That's a question.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have words.
Well, you don't have words.
Yumi does.
Yeah. So what should you do?
Leave the wave and let Yumi.
No.
No, get Prior first and then let Yumi.
Yes. Okay, so 2 things. So number 1, your Yumi, by walking straight to you, she did this thing that's called. Okay, so whenever you open on support for wow, this is important for you to know because you're playing ADC. If your Yumi opens bot, right, and she has wards, from where do you think she can get vision? It's pretty obvious, right? Through bot. If she opens mid, she can move to either side to get vision.
Yeah.
But since she opened bot, you have to escort her to get vision. Otherwise, she's going in blind, and most supports won't do that shit. So you have to commit 1 timer for vision.
Yeah.
Okay. So what that means is you're going to push this next wave, and then you should take the tri-bush. But not only that, you're not just taking the tri-bush. I either want you to walk through river, which would be a safe way. Well, I would not really recommend that. Or you can take this tri-bush and then go this way, ward the raptors, and now you have full vision. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Okay? But until you do that, you are not making a play. Okay? Because remember what I said. If you're playing League of Legends blind, okay, you're playing a chess game with a blindfold on. It's not going to end
Which
well.
Magnus Carlsen can do.
Right? But we're not there yet. We're not there. We're not, unfortunately, we're not that level.
Norwegian enough.
Yeah. So until that happens, right here, you're like jerking it a little bit. Okay? I don't want you to be jerking it. I want you to be thinking right now, assist ping on the bot wave, clear the bot wave, and then move with your Yumi because she's going to drop useless ass word. I know what supports do, okay? They just go for the safest words possible, but if you walk with them and you hold their hands, they feel comfortable, okay?
I like how you imply that the ADC has to babysit the support.
Yeah, which is usually the opposite, but sometimes you have to do the opposite, which is, it's fair. Like supports, they also need to be escorted sometimes. Yeah, so that word from Yumi, absolutely useless.
Yeah.
It does literally nothing. It doesn't tell you where the Diana is. It just tells you that they're not on Drake, which, mind you, the Diana should be topside anyways. So
yeah.
For you, okay, the most important wards are either you ward their camps, which I don't think you can do Krugs and the Raptors. That would be up to your Yumi to do. Or
1 timer.
Yeah. Or you do the tri-bush and then you walk this way and ward the Raptors and then come back. It's going to be a very long timer, but if you hard crash this wave with your Yumi, you'll be able to do it in time. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is really important. This is a preliminary to being able to play the lane. Without this vision, okay, Merry Christmas. Diana decided to show topside. Is this why you did what you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not hovering, but I can see the
Minima, yeah.
face.
Yeah. So that's good. But in other situations, Diana should not be showing. And this should be a little bit okay. So right now you're still playing kind of blind, because now Diana can be reset to bot side now that she finished the grubs. So, oh my god, you have balls of steel. Okay.
Artillery Yumi.
Holy shit.
Thought they nerfed it.
I mean, let me think.
I'm thinking she just did grubs, so that means 8 seconds to recall and 10 seconds to get bot lane at the soonest point. So I can do one jump.
Yeah, you can. The only thing is, she kind of griefed her spell shield, so she should.
Yeah, no, that was incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
I was just thinking I could get auto attacks.
Yeah, which is that's specifically really good. But then after that, I really want you to ward, because even now you're kind of playing. Okay, well now you don't have to because you killed them, obviously, but now you can do whatever the fuck you want, which is probably push this wave and then either. Oh. Okay.
I know he's gonna hit 6 on this wave because he's solo. So if we let him, he's gonna survive the dive. And I know I have to take aggro because Shyvana's gonna die. I can jump up.
Wait, is she? No, she has all. There's no way she's dying. Also, she's full HP and she can. Okay, so the reason why I'm saying I'm focusing on this is because you're right. Number one, the Zillion is gonna get 6. The only thing is, if the Shyvana has CC, which she does, with her ulti, you starting the dive only makes it so that you can't stay in lane, right? So right now you're gonna tank 2 tower shots, and now you have to base. But you just dove the Zillion after killing the Sivir. If Sivir can't walk up to this wave, right, and you get 2 plates, her game is over, right? So the difference is Shyvana's half HP and you're full HP hitting the turret, or you're half HP and Shyvana's full HP and she's not gonna hit the turret. So prioritizing your HP as ADC is important. Okay. Honestly, I'm not even joking when I say this. Your Yumi should be the one that tanks.
Oh no, yeah, that's a given. But
yes. But it was a fast situation.
I think it's the hardest thing to communicate in solo queue.
That's true.
Unless people already know who should be tanking the turret during dives. I think the best way to solve it is to play it selfishly. You take the aggro if you know you have a certain way that doesn't rely on the others to get out of it.
So I think
like Elise, for example, is a given. Or
yes,
Echo.
yes. Poppy as well. I mean, regardless, okay, so number one thing. So even if the Zillion gets 6, right? Which he literally did. He did, yeah, exactly. He literally got 6, but he got CC'd during the timer. Is the Sivir going to be able to come in time to prevent you from killing the Zillion on a second round dive?
She's on tier 2 now, so yes.
You think so? So Zillion's respawning right now. Okay. And then Zillion's dead on this timer right here.
I'm sorry, I think I misunderstood the question. You said
so if you let the Zillion ulti, right? So right now you're playing this like you're in an urgent situation. Okay. When you're in dives, you either have you either have tower dives that are really fast, like you need to get the fuck out, or you're gonna lose the entire game, or you can play it in multiple rounds. In this
situation, she can't defend.
Yeah,
if he ults himself, she can't defend. We're gonna redive because we have burst.
Yeah, and mind you, even if your Shyvana gets to low HP on this dive, mind you, Sivir will not be able to kill the Shyvana with Yuumi ult, Yuumi E.
Saber.
Yeah, exactly. She's literally completely useless. So in this situation, Diana's topside. Take it as slowly as possible. You want the biggest output for yourself here. This is the time for you to get fucking fed. I don't give a fuck about Shyvana. Okay.
I should let them tank. And
Yes.
Take plates in the meantime.
Yes.
Redive. Dive one more time because Saber is gonna die.
So the second this Diana decided to go top, hit grubs, and then go top again, she said, all right, fuck my bot lane. That's literally what she said. She literally said, fuck my bot lane. And so in this situation, imagine they're on a stranded island. Nobody's coming to help. Okay. You wouldn't be worried if there's no one coming to help the Zillion, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So in this dive, try to take it a little bit slower. Obviously, if their jungler's not showing, this is a different situation. But okay, so you're literally the 1v9 factor this game. If you can 1v9 this from this winning position, it's good. But I'm not gonna lie, it might be a little bit hard versus Camille.
Not great. I tried so hard.
I fought so hard. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I do some mechanical mistakes that I attribute to the fact that I've played jungle for now, but it's not going to be like this game was lost already. It gets worse and worse from now on.
Okay, let's see it. Because right now you're pushing without having information, like aggressive information on their jungle, so I'm kind of scared for you, but it seems to be fine. Okay. Now I'm scared. Oh my god, you have big balls. Holy shit. Diana's bot side?
Because I see Diana's chunked. And
Diana's
Zillion is
chunked?
stupid. Wait, didn't I see?
Your Shyvana's chunked, yeah. you can't do this. You cannot do this. You are literally asking to die here. With the information you have, you're probably getting... Okay, now the Yasuo showed, you're fine. But if the Yasuo didn't show, by the way, you're 4-man do bot.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I guess it was not implicit, subconscious.
Mhm.
I'm not really thinking about where Yasuo and Diana are right now. But I see Yasuo mid lane, I see Diana going towards Raptors, so at best it's gonna be even. Because Sivir and Zillion, they're never gonna kill me. Diana, at this point, I think wasn't that strong.
You're saying that with a question mark in your voice. I'm scared.
No, because I don't press tab.
Oh
in that
no.
moment, so
Now
I watch
she's
it.
she's kind of strong. She's kind of strong.
Yeah, she's got
Also,
caps. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
okay, so if you don't have vision in your river, dashing forward is like a death sentence. Just warning you, okay?
Yeah. No, it's
Because the higher you go, by the way, you're the only play on the map. Okay, think about it like this. You're the enemy jungler, right? The only person who can carry this game, okay? Tristana with a Yuumi. Okay, so they don't have... If they dash in, they're fucking dead. Here as the jungler, if your ADC is hitting the turret, would you not just stand in this bush if it's not worded?
I wouldn't, but I'm not a master jungler. I would be farming.
Okay, but you have to think of ways that your threat assessment needs to be like on point. Because right now, you're doing things...
Everybody's gonna be gunning for me.
Yeah, I think you're doing things more on instinct, but mind you, when you're doing things on instinct and you're not thinking about what the enemy can do to you, you might end up in a situation that, you know, might instinctually feel good because you see two people on your screen, but then when the Diana shows up and she blasts you to the next universe, right? It's not going to really feel too instinctual. So I want you to always think, how can they fuck my game over? Okay?
Okay.
This is your timer to hard carry the game. If you're a pro player right now and you're dashing forward, you will lose the game. In like a challenger lobby, obviously. But this is because you don't have the vision first. Obviously, okay, you end up getting a double kill. Okay? I'm not saying that that's wrong, but at the very least, getting a ward here is not going to change your game. Okay, it's not going to change like how hard you're winning this 2v2. It's not going to change anything other than the fact that your plays will 100% be safer now that you have the vision. Also, oh, wow, you lost your mid tier 2 or tier 1.
What do you think about the idea of
Reporting?
this? Reporting, yes. But also, the game is 80% lost, so I gotta make 20% success plays or something like that.
Not 20%. Do not make 20%. You're telling me that you want to lose the game 80%? It has to be at least like 40. Like I never want you to take that losing of a trade. I'm not a gambling man, but wow.
Yes. Coming in.
Wow. That's impressive.
Save the day.
Ah, geez. Okay. So now you're versus Yasuo. So, oh wow, Yasuo doesn't want to win the game. Okay. So if Yasuo stayed here and you decided to play this 2v2, can you win 2v2 versus Zillion Yasuo?
No, never.
Yeah. So I want you to swap them at ASAP.
And Zillion has no what do you call it? Has no ult because he used it, but still Yasuo W. Balanced.
I think Diana was also there.
Yeah, Diana's here.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm thinking. I can maybe get the wave.
Yeah.
And hover the opposite side of the lane so that Diana doesn't and then I grief it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You lost the game right here. If they're in this try bush, you're fucking dead. Oh my god. Okay, well, this is what I mean when
the minions would have got it either way.
That is...
I'm trolling here.
Well,
that's a huge mistake.
I think what I'm the most scared of, okay, is that, yes, there's nobody on your screen, but I feel like most of the plays that you're making are only instinctual. Okay? Because when you've been dashing forward on the Sivir, amazing. You did on multiple good timers where you're able to get kills off. But in games where it doesn't come down to mechanics, I feel like you will instantly lose the game. Okay?
You're saying I'm a mechanic player over a macro? Gee.
Well, you're able to execute fights correctly.
Right,
so yeah. So
that hurts because I always thought I was more of a macro player than mechanics.
Well, having better mechanics as an ADC is probably better, but I think
yes, you have no agency over macro.
Yeah. So,
thank you, Riot Games.
Yeah, that's more of like, oh my god. Okay, I like the way you're playing this. Okay, you are a mechanical player. Like what? You're literally just fucking... Oh, you're dead. Okay, well, to be fair, you might have stuck around a little too long, but
I should have W'd as soon as Yasuo dashed onto me.
Okay, so this is what I mean, by the way. This is the instincts. You didn't have to make this play. Like, okay, I completely agree. Yes, Diana is walking straight into you. I'm fine with you doing this trade, okay? But the second this happens, I never, okay? Never want to see you click forward from this point onwards, okay? There are 3 people in this area, I think, right? Yasuo, Diana, and Camille. And then 2 people coming from this way. You are engaging in a 2v5.
I like those odds.
No, you don't. So right here, okay, after this is done, just W over. Just W over.
Camille.
No. You can't do this.
I get it. It's my brain. It's my brain, but now I can see that it's a mistake.
Your heart will be pumping in this moment. You have to hold yourself back. Please hold yourself back, because this, what I'm seeing right now, this is what's holding you back. Why are you engaging in a 2v5? You're the only person on this team that can carry. So
yeah,
if you have the lead, you have to make the game a favorable situation for you. The Mel is dead. Get the fuck out. Your Shyvana is literally going to farm her raptor. She doesn't give a fuck about you.
I mean, not that she can.
Yeah, obviously,
I'm not counting on her.
Yeah. But the point is, you're making the game hard for yourself by putting so much pressure on yourself. You're thinking to yourself, I have to make this play. I have to carry. I have to do it. You don't have to do shit. Just let them come into you, let them into fight, and you can win the game. Right now, you're doing the in thing. Okay? You're playing a hyperscaler. You're not playing fucking Yasuo. You're not playing Yone. You're not playing Rengar. You're playing a front to back hyperscaler AD carry with an enchanter Yuumi. You can definitely win this game. You just have to have the right fight. So what a right fight looks like. Right fight. Wow. What a good fight looks like. Either equal numbers. Let me write this down.
Flanking.
Yeah. No one flanking. So that's more of a vision advantage. So if you don't see them, they can get flanks on you and you can't react to it. So you have to find their flanks since they have Camille, Diana, Yasuo. And then there's summoner spell advantage. So if you know that either Diana or Yasuo don't have their flashes and they can't flash on you right now, okay, not only did you not get a numbers advantage, you didn't have a vision advantage, and the Yasuo flashed on you. So the setup to a good play this game is going to be an objective. So either Drake or Herald, but it has to start on equal numbers. Okay? That's all I want you to think of for the next 15 million games. Okay? If you're pulling a fight and you're the only one ahead, make sure you're on equal playing field. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. Because genuinely, I feel bad watching this because you're being griefed and I feel like you feel like a martyr. Like you're forcing yourself to make these plays to make up for other people's mistakes, but you don't have to do that. That's not your job. That's the support and the jungler's job. They should be the ones that are losing out on plays so that you win. Okay? So I don't want to see this anymore. And I don't want you to see this anymore. Because this feels bad. You're literally carrying this game, and then because of a situation other people put you in, you throw your own lead. Okay? So the only lesson I want you to take out of this.
That's killer instinct after all, just for myself instead of the others.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, okay, I'm not even joking. Like all of these fights, I can see why you were able to hit masters. Like these are good fighting mechanics. Yeah, I'm not joking. But in a situation like this, the difference between you, okay, and a pro player is that, wow, that's a beautiful R, is that they would not take this fight. Okay? The second this Mel is dead, this is the only difference. It's just picking the right fights that is losing you these games. So, okay, I'm going to write it down.
Yeah.
I want you to think about it. Don't get depressed because you shouldn't. Picking the right fights is one of the easiest things ever. Teaching people mechanics is not very easy. Okay. And I don't have to teach you mechanics. So perfect. Okay. So your objectives. So skirmishes are different. So skirmishes happen like in the jungle, you're fighting over nothing. That's a skirmish. And usually when you're the solo carry and you see a skirmish, unless you think it's literally 100-0 winning, I don't want you to take it because you might just lose the game off of a skirmish where you don't have vision, for example. If there's an objective, I want you to either have equal numbers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Vision advantage, or know that you have a summoner spell. Wow, that's a beautiful summoner. these are the three things that you need to be thinking about in a fight, and this will make your game 1,000 times easier. Okay?
So you think this is the main thing I
Yes.
should work on?
Yes.
Okay.
You won lane in a lane that wasn't easy to win. Okay. You also never gave the jungler a timer to kill you because you were thinking about the jungler and you saw the jungler and then you went in. Like, these things are not emerald gameplay. That's not emerald. Okay? That's not even diamond. Okay? People don't start thinking about jungle until they're literally fucking GM masters. So good things on the horizon for you. But I think other than that, I think that's pretty much the main point I want you to think about. Do you have any concerns over what we went over in the session? Because we did run out of time now. So I want to quickly wrap this up.
That's great.
Okay.
Mostly, I think this lane was easy for me because the enemy team, the enemy bot lane was very bad. And yeah, I got the mechanics to be able to withstand an Emerald Elo game. So I kind of shit on them.
Okay.
But that's where my skill was limited in this game. I limited myself, my gameplay, to beating my bot laner because I was mechanically better at them. And because I do things like pushing the wave and recalling after you get the kill, that one, like that's second nature. But in lanes where I might still be better mechanically, but the draft doesn't help me. I guess I'm thinking more of I should take a let myself be carried idea.
Okay, so in terms of that, like, you're asking me pretty much like, if a draft isn't to your favor in your 2v2, how are you supposed to consistently make leads? If that's the case, in every single draft, there's always going to be a specific type of advantage. Okay, so for your lane, you had a sustain advantage and a fighting advantage. They had a range advantage. Every single time you jumped onto the Sivir, you closed that range advantage. Okay, so if, for example, this game you had, let's say, a Sona, okay, would your fighting advantage be the same than if you had a Yuumi?
No, because that's the same champion.
Yeah, so if you have a different champion in this draft, I want you to think, what is that specific advantage that my support brings or my jungler brings or whatever, so that you can determine when you're supposed to 2v2. If you're playing Jinx Yuumi, right? Are you ever engaging into the enemy?
No, play range.
Exactly.
Sustain more.
Yeah. So that's your answer. Okay. I want you to think about that. Sustain advantage, range advantage, and that's how you're going to play. If you don't think about those things and you go into the draft and think that it's losing, which, mind you, Jinx Yuumi is not a real combo. Don't get me wrong. But if you don't think about those things and you're like, oh shit, my lane's over, you're not going to find the advantages. It's just going to be bad. So being okay with drafts being not the best, I think that's also going to be a little bit of a hurdle for you, because I think you might be trying to overcompensate for your team comps by picking the perfect champion. In this game, your champion pick was perfect. Okay. You have a dash versus Diana Yasuo. You have an R versus Diana Yasuo Camille. You have a hyper carry that scales well with Yuumi. Like, this is a perfect game. But in games where you don't have a perfect game or a perfect champion, if you're playing Jinx Yuumi into Diana Yasuo Camille, are you ever engaging this fight? Are you even touching this Diana?
No, always run away.
So the conditions that you have need to affect the way you're playing. And if you don't do that and you constantly switch champions, you see how this is going to be hard for you to learn the game?
Yes.
So
we're going back to the initial question. Should I one trick?
it's not a question. That's a question for you to answer. Okay, I gave you the info. You got this.
I know statistically it's better to one trick,
Okay.
and I can do that.
Mhm.
But who? If I one trick Ash, I'm gonna hang myself. If I one trick Jinx, I've been doing that for years. I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay.
Kaisa is like the most fun champion to play.
Agreed.
But even after 2 to 3 games, I'm feeling like a spectator because Kaisa has no laning phase. Tristana feels like the better version of Jinx because late game power, but also early game power.
Yeah.
And always like to have Zaya on like a counter pick situation because games like this, I should have gone Zaya maybe.
Okay, let me put it like this. So if in 3 months I told you you could be a challenger player by one tricking, would you do it?
3 months. If you're telling me 3 months, I'm gonna be one tricking Rammus 80 carry.
and
If
being
you tell me
challenger?
that after 2 years or 3 almost being in Diamond and Emerald and only touching Master once,
Yeah.
if in 3 months I'm gonna get even higher than Master 0 LP, I'll go whatever. Let me
Okay.
look. What can I do? Action 80 carry. I can do that.
Okay, so let's stop thinking about the hypotheticals. Let's think about your goal now, okay? So I gave you an imaginary situation, okay? It might be possible, it might not be possible, but I want you to think about this. It's up to you to do it. I've given you the information, okay? Every single player that's climbed to the ranks that they are have been one tricks. Nobody climbed playing 17 champions, okay? Picking perfect drafts. Do you think Faker climbed by playing the perfect pick every game? Fuck no. He was a kid. He was a
Zet,
yeah,
main.
exactly. Yeah. And he picked it regardless of comp. He didn't give a fuck. Okay. He didn't have engage some games. Maybe he had like a Janna every game. But at the same time, he picked his champion. He focuses on what he could do. And I think a majority of this game, I didn't see you ping one time, even though your teammates fucked up at least like 4 or 5. So I think it's very possible for you to like move forward in your climb. It's just about focusing on one specific thing, which for you, I think it's just picking from watching this game, it's literally just picking the right fight.
And then maybe communicating better as a secondary.
Yeah, that can be good. Yeah, so like either pinging or for like the dive, for example, or when you're CSing, those are smaller goals. They will help you, okay? But
the big 20% improve is going to be
yes,
picking the right fights.
Yes. So think about it. Think about whether or not you want to one trick. Think about whether or not you want to do whatever. It's up to you. I leave it in your hands. But if there's no other things you want to go over, I think that's going to be the end for this session. Do you have any other concerns?
Maybe if you can just give me like a champion. What do you think based on this game? And apparently you said that I'm good mechanically.
Okay, don't say apparently. Don't say apparently. You're playing the fights well. Okay, you have to believe in your own ability. I can't be the one to tell you that you're good at this. But okay, I can.
I know I'm okay.
Okay.
But I'm also old. I'm not like a 17-year-old Kalista.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your age doesn't matter. You could be fucking 55 and be the best fucking okay, obviously 55 might be a little bit too much, but Faker, how old is Faker? Let me see.
I think he's 30 this year.
Yeah.
Or next year.
Do you think at the bright age of 29, he thinks that any other mid laner is better than him?
He says Chovy is better, but I think that's just for PR.
I think so too. So like, I think,
yeah, he's there because he thinks he's the best, and he works to improve himself to the point that he consistently surprises himself with his own skill.
Mm-hmm. So if he continues, if he continues to show up for himself, maybe okay. Maybe he doesn't think he's the best laner. But is mid lane only about laning? Fuck no.
No,
Exactly.
no.
Right.
He's been there and he's been at the top just because mid lane doesn't require just mechanics.
Yes.
He's the coach in game.
Yes, he's actually insane. Like, I don't know how he does it. He literally F keys more than I F Q during an entire week in one game. That's actually insane. I'm not even joking. Anyways, yeah.
So what champion? Like if I would one trick.
I think literally just from watching this game, I think you're pretty good at Tristana, and Tristana is very good when she goes unpunished because she's a hyperscaler and she has a dash. Like those are perfect for you. Just learning to be very, very calm and collected with your lead. Like right now, you're 4-0, right? You have a dash into a full dive comp. I want you to be thinking, I'm not engaging into them. I'm going to just be holding my lead. And then when they come into me, I'm going to be playing off of that. And I'm going to have the right amount of numbers. I'm going to have the right vision, the right this, that. Once you get those down, then you can branch out into whatever the fuck you want. You can become a fucking Draven player for all I care. But right now, Tristana seems like the best bet. Okay?
Kaisa, similar play style. I might have a little bit more fun onto her.
Yeah. The only difference with Kaisa is specifically like in these games, if you're playing Kaisa with no engage, like your only engage is
no dash on request.
Yeah, you're gonna be a little bit sad. So not every comp is gonna be a good Kaisa comp. Tristana can be a little bit more flexible. Okay.
It's just that I think Tristana is a little simple in the kit, so I might get bored after a while.
So
I'm not saying I want to like one trick Ezreal because I'm never going to be a good Ezreal player.
You don't know that, but
or Draven.
But think about it like this, okay? Is it really going to be boring if you're able to climb?
That's a good point.
I mean, it's up to you. If you really want to like hone in on this and give it your best shot. Okay, if in 1 week you come and you tell me, okay, Sam, Daption, you're a fucking liar. Fuck you. I'm not playing Tristana anymore. Sure. Like, I'm fine with it. If you tried something and it didn't work and you genuinely don't know what to do, like, yeah, absolutely. You can try playing other champions. But I want you to at least give yourself a shot. Okay?
Sure. I'll try.
I'll
try to get as many games as possible on Tristana and before ending it.
Well, okay, then don't force yourself. Don't force you don't have to.
No, obviously. Like if I get bored, I'm gonna play flex and run it on whatever top laner.
Yeah,
mid laner.
That's good. So you have a stress reliever. That's good.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try Tristana then.
Good. Okay. So
thanks so much for the long session.
No, you're fine. I mean, I'm glad that we got to go through most of the things in this game. Usually I don't even get past 5 minutes, so I'm glad we got that. If there's nothing else, I'm going to end the session. Do you have any other questions?
No.